Hi guys, I'm Stevie.
And I'm Ari Fitz.
Today, we're gonna talk about jealousy.
Oh.
All right, I don't think I'm a very jealous person.
I most definitely am.
It was your idea to make a video about how not to be jealous.
Stevie, I am who I am.
So we need to give advice about how to deal with jealousy.
Yes.
And I think it's important to remember that jealousy is your own internal problem.
Agreed.
When you feel insecure or angry or spiteful, try not to project that onto your partner and make them feel like it's their fault, because it's not. They're not making you feel jealous. You just are jealous.
So we all tend to romanticize jealousy. We all have this notion that like, if someone really, really likes you, then they're going to be jealous. When, I mean, in actuality, if someone truly liked you, like really liked you, wouldn't they want you to have the freedom to experience whatever?
Preach. So I'm really sorry I interrupted that conversation you were having with that girl. I was feeling jealous.
That must mean you really love me.
I'm sorry I pushed your dog off that couch. I was feeling jealous.
Yeah, that must mean you really love me.
I'm sorry I changed your phone number so your mother couldn't figure out how to contact you anymore. I was feeling jealous.
Yeah, that must mean you really love me.
I'm sorry you're dead.
Jealousy is not sweet.
Ain't cute.
Oh my God. It comes from this deep-seated, weird feeling that we own people. Like what that is you're experiencing a narcissistic feeling where you think that your wife or your lover or your husband or your girlfriend or whatever belongs to you. I don't know if you know this, but they're not an object to control.
So, Ari, if you understand that, which you explained very well, by the way.
Why, thank you.
You're welcome. No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Aww. If you can figure it out so clearly, how is it that you still experience jealousy?
Well, I am human. And despite my non-monogamous status, I still have feelings, you know? I still have jealous feelings, like I have like other feelings. I struggle with jealousy like everyone else, monogamous and otherwise.
Okay, so how do you know what you're feeling is jealousy and what does it feel like?
You don't know what jealousy feels like?
I mean, like I've had FOMO before. Mostly about brunch though.
Brunch FOMO is real.
So in some of my past relationships, jealousy has been a really big problem. Been an issue, but because they're trying to make me jealous and I'm not, and they feel like I don't love them. What the fuck?
Same. Like the same thing has happened to me in a lot of my past relationships, and like that's the thing I try and remind myself. Whenever I start to get that like weird jealous feeling, that like shitty feeling of ownership, I just remind myself that, you know, they're their own person.
So you feel like you own them and they're betraying you in some way simply by experiencing what they want to feel?
I mean, that's the feeling that I experience, but then I remind myself that they, just like we're our own people. We're just here trying to live our best lives. I think that we're all taught this idea that to be in a relationship, that you belong to that person and they belong to you. And so for you to experience any other feelings, despite how great they can be, that's then, you know, that's cheating on this like commitment that you made to this person. But at the end of the day, they're just living their life. Like we're just living our lives.
Obviously not talking about feeling jealous when you are being cheated on and when the person is being not trustworthy and all of those things. This is feeling jealousy for reasons that aren't justified.
I put it like this. If you're experiencing jealousy, there's really like three things that you should remind yourself of. The first thing that I always remind myself is how dope it is to have that person's time. Like how awesome is it to like when we're together, be together, enjoy each other's time, watch Netflix together, go to the movies together.
Appreciating the time that you do get with that person is like the anti taking them for granted. So like if every time you spend time with that person, you are grateful for it, and I feel like if you are grateful for it, it can stop you from ever taking it for granted. Like you're owed their attention all the time.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Which like everybody makes a decision every single day if they want to be with you.
And I think the second thing that's really interesting is like, we've already mentioned this, but we don't own each other. Like just because you like someone and they like you back, that does not mean that like all of their time, all their interests are now yours.
I had someone recently tell me that with their ex, they had just met. They weren't dating yet. They just like just met each other and maybe went on a date or something. And then they made out with someone a couple days later, a different person, and then eventually started dating in a monogamous relationship. And that person they dated gave them shit for not waiting.
What?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I mean, I think it comes down to communication. Like if you're in a monogamous relationship or a non-monogamous relationship, you all decide kind of what the rules and parameters are.